This is Mintlab. It is an NFT marketplace as well as a place where users can create their own NFT collections and mint their own NFTs on the Internet Computer Protocol. In this video, I'm going to give you a demo of the app, show you what it can do, and explain some of its features. So in the app, you can create your own NFTs. First, I'll show you have your own wallet where your NFTs are stored. You can import NFTs from other collections. As you can see, we have some of the collections from the Internet Computer Protocol, as well as create your own, mint your own NFTs into the main Mintlab collection, or else into any collections that you've created. And what's cool about the NFTs that you mint in Mintlab for your collections is they can hold dividends. So each one of the NFTs are capable of holding their own ICP. I'll show you how that works once we get to the dividends page, or the collections page. But as you can see, there's a balance on each one of these NFTs. The balance stays with the NFT itself. We get some of these later ones, and it transfers with the NFT. So you can cash that out at any time. But so let me get back here. So there's the wallet where you hold your NFTs. You could transfer them out. The collections page, this is where you could browse any collections that have been imported into Mintlab. This is also where you will import NFT collections. So if you've created your own collection somewhere else and you want to import it, or you have NFTs from a collection, you'll import that collection here so that you can hold those NFTs in Mintlab or sell them on the market, because Mintlab also has its own marketplace. And here you can sell NFTs for a fixed price as well as put them on auction. There's none up for auction right now, but when you place them on auction, they will sell for whatever the highest bidder. The highest bid, they will be sold. And as you can see, the dividends transfer with it. So some of these NFTs have more dividends than others, and those can be collected at any time. Once they're on the market, though, they can't be collected until there is a new owner. So dividends are locked while they're on the market. There's an activity page where you can see all of your recent activity in the app. And then the dividends page, this is where you can collect your dividends on your NFTs. So it'll take a while to load these up just because I have so many. But as you can see, there's many NFTs with dividends on them. I'll show you real quick. I'll go ahead and collect. So once you collect the ICP sent directly to your in-app account, and then you could transfer it out. So I'm gonna get 0.327 ICP from this NFT, and then this will be reset to 0, and it'll still keep collecting. But so there, it sent it. You could see it tells you what block the transfer is made at. You can go check that out on the dashboard. Or I can do it right here too. Show you the transfer was made. And this will just show us the transfer. So here we could see 0.326 ICP was transferred just now. Right here. So you can see the transfers work. And now what's cool about the Mintlab main collection, let me go back to this, is if I go to the collections page, it gives you information about that collection. So up here, I've included a breakdown of how this is all divided up. So if you mint any NFTs into the Mintlab collection, you're essentially creating your own share of Mintlab, and you'll start earning a portion of all of Mintlab's revenue. So whenever someone mints an NFT or creates a collection or makes a sale on the marketplace, you'll get a small portion of that revenue that was generated. I have the breakdown here. So the way dividends work is there's this account here, the dividend account address that gets created. And so any ICP that gets sent to that account gets split up evenly among the entire NFT collection, where each NFT will get an even share. And so as you can see right now, each NFT receives 0.18% of every deposit. and that'll change depending on how many NFTs are created. Now, there's a limit of 10,000 NFTs, and the closer we get to 10,000, the higher the price is going to be for these NFTs to create your shares of Mintlab. But so 100% of the minting fee goes into the Mintlab collection. 100% of the Mintlab NFT marketplace sales fee gets split among all these NFTs. And then 50% of the NFT collection creation fee. And these amounts are sent to the collection and divided evenly among the NFTs. So that's what's kind of cool. These are like shares of Mintlab. So all the revenue gets split among these NFTs. And other than that, you have your ICP account. And this shows you the ICP that you have. This is any payments you make in the app are deducted from this balance. But you have your address here, all that good stuff. And you can transfer ICP out down here. Now for this demo, I'm going to create a brand new account. We're going to go ahead. We're going to create a collection. We're going to mint some NFTs. I'm going to show you how this all works. All right, so we'll go ahead and create a brand new account. Tester 4. Sign into it. So when you first create your account or authenticate for the first time in a Mintlab, it's going to give you this little kind of like a rundown of how the app works. It's going to explain everything to you real quick. You can take your time and read it if you want, but I'm just going to fly through this. And then you'll be able to start interacting with your account. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to fund our account right here. I'm going to go ahead and copy the account ID it gave us. Come back here. I'm going to send over 20 ICP so that we have some ICP to do everything with. We'll go ahead and send that over. Let's come back here, refresh our balance. We got our 20 ICP. All right, so now we're ready to start minting NFTs and all that good stuff. All right, so let me come back in here. We're in our NFT wallet. We don't have any NFTs here. As you can see here, it also tells you which ones are currently supported, but you can import it if the NFT you want to send into your wallet isn't supported. You could just import it in the collections page, and you'll be able to send it over. Anyone else will be able to send it over too. But so right now here, we'll go ahead and mint one into the Mintlab collection. It's 0.5 ICP to mint into the collection. But let's go ahead and choose an image that we would like to mint. Let me see. Alright, I'm just going to mint this one again. Here, I'll do this ICP rocket. ICP lands on the moon. And we'll just mint one of them. You can mint up to 50 in a batch. ICP rocket finally touches down on the moon. We'll mint that NFT. All right, so once it mints it, it'll be part of the Mintlab main app collection. We'll start earning dividends on this NFT. Uh, there is some moderation that takes place here to filter out any obscene content, anything like that. So even the copyright review right here uh, said blocked it. And that's probably because of the logo, but I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to go turn that off real quick. So, 'cause if I authenticate as admin, I can have control over the moderation. So I'm going to go ahead and just update that, turn moderation off real quick so I could show you in this demo. But yeah, you're not going to want to upload any kind of logos or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and do this to allow us to do this demo. Okay, so as you can see in the admin page, I have control over minting prices, stuff like that, but also the moderation right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn that off. And then we'll go back and we'll try again. But so that's a demo of the moderation. So you don't want to use any logos, anything like that have been previously used. It's super strict right now, but I'm going to leave it that way. So just be completely original with your NFTs. Nothing, no nudity, anything like that. That'll all be filtered out. So now that I've turned off the moderation, we can go back in here. And you will not have control over moderation. It's just going to be strict. That's the way it's going to be. And we'll go ahead and open up the minting again. And we will do the ICP rocket. ICP lands on the moon. That'll be the name of the NFT. We're going to mint one of them. As I said, you can mint up to 50. This is just the description. ICP finally touches down on the moon. So you upload your image, give it a title for the NFT, give it a description, and then you go ahead and mint it. It's going to be 0.5 ICP. So we'll mint that. It should work now that I have the moderation turned off. So as you can see, now we have our first NFT in our wallet here. We currently have 0 ICP dividends on this guy because it's a brand new NFT. But like I said, at any time you could go to the dividends page and check for deposits. We will go back here after I create a collection, because by that time there will be some deposits available after we've made some payments into the app, and I'll show you how to collect it and show you how our brand new NFT is earning a portion of Mintlab revenue. Okay, so now we'll go back to the collections page. I'm going to show you how to create a collection. You know what? I'll also show you how to import a collection, because I do have a collection here. I've got this IC Pets NFT that I want to send over to Mintlab, but it's not a supported collection yet. So as you can see, here's the collections that are supported right now. I'm going to go ahead and import this collection. So this is where it asks for some information about the NFT collection. On the DG app, this is where I usually obtain my NFTs and stuff. It's a great app. But they have links to information about the NFT collections and stuff. Like if you go here, it'll open it up and it'll give you the collection canister ID. That's what you're going to need to import collections into the Mintlab app. So as soon as I enter that here, it should look up some of the information about it. See, it's looking it up, and it should pull some information. Not much. It didn't get much off that one, but we'll enter it ourselves. Sometimes it pulls a lot of information, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the type of NFT and stuff. But we'll go ahead and get back here. So it's the IC Pets collection. And so what's important is when you're importing a collection, you're entering the information. I'll just put that for the symbol. You can create whatever symbol you want. Description, the IC Pets NFT collection. Collection size. Is that correct? 11,000. That's a lot. Let me double check that. Yeah, 11,111. That's a big collection. One of the bigger ones. I just wanted to double check before I enter that in. And first token index, it'll either be a 0 or a 1. So if your NFT numbers aren't matching, you can go back and change that. Oh, and then you'll pick an image for your NFT collection. I just have a screenshot of the NFT that I own. I'm going to use that for the collection image, and whatever image you use there, it will also be moderated, and it will be displayed to everyone on the collections page once this is added. So we'll go ahead and add the collection. It's going to import it. Now we should be able to, now we can browse the collection in Mintlab. We've imported it. But we can also send the NFTs over to our wallet. So watch, we'll get our wallet address to send that IC Pets NFT over from the DG app. And so right now, here's my NFT. I'm going to go ahead and transfer it on over. We're going to confirm that and send it over to our Mintlab wallet. Go ahead and sign in. Now we see what's transferred. And so now once we send NFTs to our wallet, we're going to have to sync it. So it won't. This is conservative on cycles, so it's not constantly checking. So you're going to have to tell it to sync the wallet. It'll ask if you know what collection you want to send it from. We'll say IC Pets, and then we'll just say sync collection. Now it'll check that collection to see if we own any of the NFTs. And since we do own the one we just sent over, it'll appear in our wallet. It could take a few seconds, depending on the size of the collection. It's best to do it this way and just sync the single collection. If you try to do all collections, it will take forever. So see, it synced. It found one new NFT found and registered. And so now that it appears in our Mintlab wallet. And now since we just imported this collection, there's this feature we'll say it's unverified. And this is so that if anyone happens to upload let's say the Motoko Ghost collection, they can't create like a counterfeit collection and upload it. If it's unverified, do your own due diligence, check the collection canister, make sure it's legit collection. I'll go through from time to time and I'll verify them, make sure they're real, and then I'll mark it as verified, and then it'll appear as the regular one. But while it's still unverified, just be careful. But as you can see, now it's in our wallet here, and so that's how you import a collection. But now we're going to create a collection. So the way we're going to do that is go back to the collections page, and we're going to create a collection. So what I'm going to do here is I have this app over here. It's called Blockchain Bingo. And so say I want to create a collection for it so that the revenue from this app can start being split among those NFTs. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to create a collection for it. So we're going to create your Mintlab collection. We're going to open the creator. And the fee currently 10 ICP. It's going to create your own NFT canister. You'll be able to mint your own NFTs into your own collection at no cost after this. But this cost is covering cycles for that. And then a big portion of it goes back into the Mintlab main collection, gets divided among those NFTs. But the collection name, we're going to call it Blockchain Bingo. And let's say BB for blockchain bingo. We'll choose the image for it. I got this image made already. Description. The blockchain bingo NFT collection. Alright. And let's see, I think that's all we need to create it. And here you're going to want to make sure you enable the dividends. So go ahead and make a, or if you don't enable dividends, then it won't get its dividend account. So we're going to go ahead and create the collection. We got our image. Boom. Just making sure. Gives us the breakdown of where the ICP is going. Now it says it's a ICRC7 NFT, and it is, but it's also the NFTs that you create in these collections. They're ICRC7. They're DIP 721, as well as EXT compatible, so it'll work in any collection, any of those collections. It'll function with, and this shows you the breakdown. So that much is getting converted to cycles. This is how many cycles our new canister will have. And the remainder gets split up evenly among the app, as well as the main NFT collection. And so we're going to go ahead and confirm, and we'll have our new blockchain bingo NFT collection. And so what I'm going to do with this collection, it's going to get the dividends account ID, and I'm going to start having the payments in blockchain bingo, or at least the service fee, get sent over to the new account ID we get for this collection. So then any of the service fees that are collected in that app are divided among the holders. Now I'll create a batch of NFTs in it too, to kind of show you how that works. I'll make a payment in the blockchain bingo app too, so you can see that we collect a small amount from the payments in it. And so here we are. So we can the expected dividend source. So we'll add a source too to let people know. Dividends for this collection come from the blockchain bingo app. Or come from the service fees collected. In the blockchain bingo app located at, I'll just go ahead and put the URL here too. We'll save that. And that'll let people know where it's coming from. But so we're gonna want to take this account ID it gave us for the dividend account, and we're gonna want to make that the new payment address for the service fees in the blockchain bingo app. Now for blockchain bingo, I've been using Grok build, so I'm just gonna tell it to go ahead and update it with this new service fee account, and redeploy. So then I could show you in the app. So I'll say right now I want to update the service fee account ID in the app. Update the service fee account in the app from the current account ID to this new account ID, so the service fees are sent to this new account ID from now on. Say here I got this. That's my copy and paste prompts right here, and I'm just telling it to make any edits necessary. Oh. And 2, any of the project files to implement the changes and use any relevant skills to assist. Make sure you remain conservative in the cycles. Now it's going to push it to GitHub and deploy the changes. So once I do this, now Grok build is going to work. It's going to make the changes. It's updating the service, the account service or whatever. But while it's doing that, I'm going to show you how to mint some NFTs into our new blockchain bingo collection. We'll go ahead and this is also, it's going to be an unverified collection. I believe, maybe not, we'll go check. So let's go to the, oh yeah, we're at the collections page. Back to all collections. Oh yeah, so here's blockchain bingo here. So here's our new collection. And so now I am the owner of the NFT canister now. And so as you can see, it'll have the controllers on here. You can add controllers. You can even remove the Mintlab app, but I would not do that because then your dividends aren't going to work in there. You're not going to have access to them. So definitely don't do that. Keep that on there. But you can add other controllers too. If you really want to, though, you can get rid of it and just totally take Mintlab controller off there. Have your own canister. And this is also where you're going to want to top up cycles. It shows you your cycle balance for your collection. And you're going to want to keep that topped up. There's an update WASM button, but you don't have to worry about that. Whenever the collection is updated, I'll update the WASM for the existing canisters if it needs to be updated. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mint some NFTs into our collection. And to do that, we'll go back to the wallet. This is where all NFTs get minted from. And so we'll open the minting. And here's our mint target. It's already highlighted for us, but you could change that if you wanted to go do another Mintlab NFT. So blockchain bingo. We are going to, let me choose an image for this NFT. Oh yeah, here we go. This is like a bingo ball, that container that the balls are in. I'll just say bingo. Bingo balls will be the and I'll do a batch here. So I'm gonna create 10. So essentially, this NFT collection is starting out with we'll start out with 10 NFTs, which is essentially 10 shares of blockchain bingo. So every payment that gets made in blockchain bingo will be split among these 10 NFTs. We got our image there. All right, the blockchain bingo balls. I'll just leave it at that. I don't know what that container is called, but that's what we're going to call it. And so we're going to mint these 10 NFTs. It's going to be a batch. And when it creates a batch, you'll see each NFT is numbered in the name. But your collection, you can mint up to 10,000 NFTs in it. And yeah. All right. Minting, minting, minting. All right, it's taking a while. Make sure nothing's wrong here. Oh. All right, minted 10 numbered NFTs. Okay, so now we have our collection. There's no dividends on these yet because there haven't been any payments made to the account. So we got the new account ID. We'll go ahead and try this out. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how this works. I'm going to go ahead and make a payment in Blockchain Bingo real quick. And we should be able to collect the dividends from this this payment we make here. So we're just going to purchase a card for a game. And even though it's going to be a small fee that it collects here, we're going to get a small amount of ICP as dividends. But I just want to show you how this works as an example. So we're going to go ahead and join this game. It's got a one ICP payment. Yeah, we'll pay for this game. Right now, the service fee should be getting sent over to our new NFT collection. Okay, so now we got that. We got our card. We'll do that later. But we'll go back to Mintlab. So now that the dividends should have been sent to that account, we should have dividends on this one too now, even though it's not displayed here. In the back end, there have been payments made. So we'll go back to this dividends page. And this is where we'll check deposits. Now we have 11 eligible NFTs. They all have zero balances on them right now because we haven't checked for deposits. No one else has either while we've been doing this. And so we'll check now. And this is when it checks to see if there's anything in those dividend accounts. Then it breaks it up evenly among all the NFTs in each collection. So tell us if there's been anything. So it's distributed 4.735. So that's how much ICP has been sent to the accounts associated with these. But as you can see, so just from that one card we purchased on Blockchain Bingo, each one of these NFTs ended up with 0.0025 ICP, which is exactly 10% of the payment of the service fee that was made in that card purchase. And then we also got some on our ICP Lands on the Moon NFT that we just minted. We have some dividends on there now. But I'll show you how this works. So if we go to our ICP account, I'll check out our balance here. So we have 9.4996. Now we'll go back and we'll collect some dividends from our new NFTs. And so right here, we'll just collect this one. And it'll send that ICP on over to our wallet. So here we collected that the dividend is there. This was at 0.996, something like that. 0.4996, and see there we got our new ICP ended up in there. So that's how the dividends work. That's how you create a collection. You can mint NFTs in the app. But another cool thing about the marketplace, I just want to show you this. This is something cool. So you can place your NFTs for sale on the market. I'll go ahead and list one of the Bingo NFTs. This is going to be a bargain here, so I'm just going to say we'll issue number 10 of 10. That's where you'll select your NFT, fixed price. We'll say 5 ICP. And we'll list that. So now that's going on the market. It's going to be for sale for 5 ICP. So anyone could come to the Mintlab market and purchase your NFT now. But one of the cool things I like about this market is you could also share your listing. So like if we copy the link here, if we sent it or share it on social media, we could share the link to our market listing. It'll actually give like a link preview of a listing, and it'll link directly to the page. So see the Blockchain Bingo number 10, the Mintlab marketplace. So it gives a little preview of the NFT. It should pop up an image. If not, I'll have to fix that. But yeah, you'll have a preview of your NFT. on the link. It'll link right to it also. So if I take this and go, let me see. All right, so we'll go over here. I'll just open Safari. Now it'll take us directly to that listing. There'll be a listings page for it. Let's see, so it pulls it up right here. So we're not authenticated here or anything, but it literally shows you the listing and the information about the NFT, all that good stuff. You could check it out, look at it, all that good stuff. But that's pretty much everything that you can do in the Mintlab app. It's a cool way to kind of split up your company with shares and stuff like that. Is the way I like to look at it. It allows users to split up the dividends and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. Create collections. Go ahead and mint into the Mintlab main collection, uh, and have fun with it. It's pretty cool.